Hello and welcome. I am Krylic, and here we have my M4 Mastery replay. And already we have people talking smack. This doesn't look good. And the problem with this is this is a little bit after the Thanksgiving crew experience holiday. So there was a lot of people that were having a lot of bad games. So you can see these people are pretty frustrated with a lot of their teammates. I'm just trying to lighten things up, saying, hey, you can't tell me I can't commit suicide, which apparently half the team still managed to just say, screw it, I'm gonna go do it anyway. I was just joking, but here we have my M4. I am rocking the derp gun. I usually rock the higher pen gun, but I had a couple of bad games with it. Wasn't able to pin some of the higher tier heavy tanks, and the accuracy on it wasn't really great. Accuracy on this isn't that much worse. It doesn't have quite the reload time as the higher pen gun, but with the higher alpha damage, the fact that even if you can't pin something, you can still damage it, and its accuracy isn't much worse, I figured to rock this a couple times because this tank is pretty mobile. So it can get around. It's not extremely fast, but it's fast enough. Amazingly, it does go up and down this hill pretty well, which is nice because I'm going to be facing most of the enemy team on my own. It's just amazing how quickly people can die. And unfortunately, it does seem to be M3 that leads a lot. I'm just trying to use cover. Wait till people can get set up. The problem with everyone that went east is they don't have much cover. And they don't have much covering fire on our end. So they just went. They're just going to start dropping like flies. Got some more arguing going on in the team. Feel the frustration. But biggest thing is just in this situation you just gotta try to keep your cool, because this is the type of game that you've been wanting to get, so that way you can just soak up as much points. Well, maybe not quite this bad. I mean, I am the only person who's gotten a kill so far, and we're already down 7. Marius is complaining again. So much cover on this hill, man. Use these rocks for cover, so that way if he does spot me, he can't shoot me. Unlike that matey one. Try to give that KB-220 some cover.
Critical hit.
Luckily he is a good player, or at least a competent player on my team. But he is getting shot up. And you need to move up if I want to be able to give him some more support. Which is a nice thing about the M4. And the other medium tanks that have decent speed is you can really maneuver around, get into different positions, readjust, flank, and it's just amazing. And if you're, unlike Marius, which he really isn't, he's sitting back too far, not really helping. And that's the problem. When you start getting behind, is you need to focus your team together and try to work. You don't have to be like all grouped up together, but you at least have to be within range to support each other. And the T-28 on the other team is correct. They start to get kill hungry, and they're avoiding the cap, and they're breaking apart, which is allowing me and this other T-22 and the T-28 to just take out the big threats on the enemy team. And once they're gone, really just mop up. Ooh, took out my loader. Good lucky shot. And there went the T-20. Luckily, the T-28 is going to knock out that flak gun, because that was a major threat to me. He just would have tore me up. That gun would just pop me like a tin can, 1 or 2 shots, and then it'd been done. But unfortunately for him, he's now out, and I have people on this side of the hill. Luckily, the Churchill was way down south, so I really don't have to worry about him. Doesn't quite have the speed to pick up and get in here in time to support. They're gone. I can just one-shot these guys so easy. Take a hit for him, but he's got to reload. But I hit the dirt. Back up. Man, is this thing fast. It's got a good power enough ratio to poke up the hill, or go up the hill. With at least some speed still. I mean, not as fast as some other tanks, but still pretty decent. Especially at tier 5. The problem, well, see, a lot of these people are on top of the hill, and the problem with being on top is once you get spotted, you don't have much cover, because the people on the other side of the hill can shoot at you. I do come up a little bit, try to see if I can get a shot off, but then I back off, because I know if I stay up top, I'm going to get hit, and it's not a good thing. As you can see, all the teammates up there on the hill are dead. It's just us 3. So, I'm going to use my speed to my advantage. As soon as I drop off the map, I turn, and there he is coming at me. Wasn't expecting to turn up that button hook at him. Ooh, I look out there. He hits dirt. I'm used to, like I said, using the speed, using the cover of the hill to put my shots into him, while taking minimal chance of him hitting me, because all he has to shoot at is at the very top of my turret. You also want to make sure that since you do have speed that you use it, because if you sit in the spot there and wait for him or go over the hill, you've just played into their advantage. Artillery takes a shot at where I was at. He's waiting for me to come up to the right, and instead I come up to the left and just take him out. And just like that, we're back in the game. Now the problem with my team is they're going to start talking shit, and they're still up, and I'm very much wounded. And that M4 on the enemy team I don't think is taking any damage up to this point. And if I go out now, I don't think the other M4 on my team, Marius, is going to be able to carry. Well, you gotta love the dirt. The high explosive round doesn't have to do much. All you need, if you were to miss or to get a bad angle at him and shoot him with the armor piercing round, it maybe bounces, and then he shoots me, and it's a different ball game. But that high explosive, you just gotta get near him, kind of like horseshoes and hand grenades, man. So now it's even game. And man, I don't know why my team's talking smack. They didn't do much and just died off the bat. That's the nice thing about the M4 too, is you got that extra view range, and I'm pretty sure he hasn't spotted me. But just in case, I take a shot and I back off, because I don't want to get it, because I still hit by the other M4 or artillery, which has been gunning after me. So I back off, reposition myself, and take another shot. Push a little bit, don't want to go too much forward because that cover isn't that great to cover me. It's still very much anyone's game. Someone's mad. I'm just spotted him, and yeah. Now the problem is Marion just went down way too far, way too quick. There's no way I can support him from way down here. So I've got to try to use my speed to try to catch up to him. I don't want to go directly over that hill because I don't want to just give him free shots at me as I'm coming through the town. Because I still don't know where that M4 is. That was a big thing about this game though, is the rest of my team was just able to kill enough, and most importantly the key players on the enemy team that really would have posed a bigger threat. And really the enemy team just came at me one at a time and made it pretty easy. I mean, I still had to play a pretty good game, but it wasn't like most games where if they would work together it would have been a different game and it would have been a lot over at a different outcome. But they got greedy, went after kills, and a lot of times that happens and you touch your team and you're like, damn it. But you know, it's gotta happen to somebody. Sometimes it just isn't you, so you gotta reap the benefits, but you still gotta play your ass off and not give up. Luckily he gets out already. Now he's taking fire from the other M4. If he'd waited just a little bit, I could have been in position to help. But he's like, screw it, I'm taking it. Fucking post. And I'm pretty sure I hit his tracks there, so I don't do full damage, and I already finished the run. Not before he dies though, but decent game, got my Mastery Badge. Ace Tanker. Well, that is all folks. Like always, stay frosty my friends.